Hello, so I'm going to do a tutorial. It's going to be a little bit longer and maybe a little bit more difficult than the ones I posted before, but this is definitely one of my favorites by Kina. I did a cover of it a little while ago, and so I'm going to do a tutorial so that you can learn how to play it if you're a beginner or if you're not. It's a really good song. So first off, you will need some sort of capo. This is my really old one, but it works for me. So place it wherever you feel comfortable for how you want to cover the song. I'm putting it on the 4th fret. So if you're going to put it somewhere else, just reference your chord fingerings to the capo placement. So the first video that I'm going to make is just going to be for the verses because the chorus is different, obviously, but yeah. So the first chord you'll need to know is C, and this is just a regular C. Alright, so this is the A string, 3rd fret. This is the D string, 2nd fret. And then this is the B string, 1st fret. So just those 3 fingers like that. And play the notes. It will sound like this. Now we really need to only concentrate on 3 strings at a time during the song, but I'll get to that after you learn all the chords. So the next chord we're going to do is a C/B. That's what it says on the tab, which I'll post below for further references if my instruction is not very clear. And so this is what that looks like. And basically it is 2nd finger, 2nd fret on the A string, and then still 1st finger on the B string. So it will sound like this. And then the next note is like this. Not really sure what the names of the notes are, but kind of like A minor minus the 3rd finger. Alright, so D string, 2nd fret, and then still keeping the 1st finger on the B string. So it will sound like this. And then the last note is going to be almost the same. You just take off your 2nd finger and put down your 3rd finger. So it's going to be 3rd finger on the D string, and you still keep your 1st finger where it is, so don't have to worry about the 1st finger too much. Alright, so now that you've got all the chords, I'm going to show you the chord pattern, and basically it's just going to be you're plucking 3 strings at a time, just in a descending, ascending order. So get your chord ready, got your fingers in place. I'm going to start with the C note, it's the first note, and then what you do is you're going to start on the G string right here. And the G string should be an open string. You should have no fingers on it. See? It's still the same if I take it off. Alright, so you start on the G string, and preferably for this type of pattern, I would try and use 3 fingers. I'm going to use my middle, index, and thumb, but you can use whichever you feel comfortable with. And so the pattern is going to be like this. G, D, A, D, G, D, A. So that's what's going to sound like, and you just repeat that. And then when you get back to the A string after 2 repeats, then you're going to switch your chord. So I take off my 3 fingers and I put a 2nd finger down right there, the 2nd chord. Then I start again on the G string. So now I'm back to the A string on the 2nd time. I'm going to switch to the 3rd chord, And now I'm going to play starting on the B string up here. Now the B string is the one that should have your first finger on it all the time. So that's how to know if you're on the right string. So now we're on the third chord of the verses and intro. You start on the B string and you end on the D string. And the D string is where you should have your second finger. So now it's going to sound like this. Then you're now going to end on the G note or G string before you switch, and you just put your third finger right in front of where your second finger was. Take your second finger off there, or you can leave it, doesn't matter. And you start on the B string again. Now, but see, since that was the last note in the 4-chord pattern, you can end on the B string and then go back to the beginning. Like that. So I will play the verse chords for you one more time, the way that you should play it for the intro and verses, just so that you can get a hang of it or hear what it's supposed to sound like. Great. So I'm going to play 2 for the intro and then go into the song. Switch. And now you switch, start on the B. Switch. Now you can start singing like I can't find past the raindrops where the light ends when it's so. Yeah, so that's basically how you would do it, how you lead into the song, and so I hope that helped. I will do another video about the chorus and the bridge, but separately. So I'll post the link later, maybe somewhere here. Bye.